They stole $1 trillion using these 3 online scams. The dream of making money from your couch? It's never been more alive. But for millions of people, that dream is twisting into a nightmare. Scammers are exploiting this desire on a massive scale, and their playbook is working. Global losses from fraud have now topped a staggering $1 trillion. In this video, we're not just going to talk about these scams. We're going to expose the exact tactics behind the 3 biggest online heists so you can see them coming and protect your own wallet. Every single day, people just like you and me are losing their life savings to criminals they will never meet. In the US alone, the FBI reported that losses to internet crime skyrocketed to over $16 billion in 2024. That's a massive jump from the year before. But that's just a glimpse of the global picture. The Global Anti-Scam Alliance estimates the worldwide damage from all types of scams is over $1 trillion. How is this even possible? It's because the scams have gotten smarter. They're more sophisticated, more personal, and way more dangerous. They're designed to prey on our most basic emotions, the hope for a better job, the dream of a quick financial win, and the simple trust we put in the online world. So today we're showing you exactly how they do it. We're going to walk through the 3 most devastating online scams happening right now. We'll show you the setup, reveal how the con works, and give you the tools you need for the takedown. Let's get into it. Scam 1. The hyper-realistic job offer. The setup. The first scam we're exposing targets something almost everyone wants: a better job. Remote work is the new normal, and we're all hunting for that perfect, high-paying, work-from-home gig. Scammers know this, and they've turned legitimate job boards like LinkedIn and Indeed into their personal hunting grounds. And the numbers? They're genuinely terrifying. Reports of job and employment scams have exploded, with reported losses jumping from $90 million to over $501 million between 2020 and 2024. These aren't small-time cons. They're sophisticated campaigns built to fool even the most careful person. They use your own ambition and the professional setting of a job hunt to get you to lower your guard. The scam? Here's the play-by-play. You spot a job posting for a big well-known company. It looks totally legit, often perfectly mimicking the branding and language from the company's Real Careers page. You apply, and pretty soon you get an email from a recruiter. The email address looks right, maybe just one letter is off from the real company's domain. They'll schedule an interview, often through a chat app like Telegram or WhatsApp, claiming it's just for a quick initial screening. This is your first major red flag. Lately, scammers have even started using AI deepfakes for video interviews, making it almost impossible to know you're not talking to a real person. Surprise? You got the job. Of course you did. They send you a professional offer letter and employment contracts. And now, the trap is set. Under the excuse of getting you set up for work, they run the real scam in one of 2 ways. First, the equipment scam. They'll mail you a check for a few $1,000s to buy a laptop and other home office gear from their approved vendor. They tell you to deposit the check and immediately wire the money to that vendor. The problem? The check is a fake. It can take your bank days to figure this out, and by then the money you wired is gone forever, and you're on the hook for the full amount. The second version is even more dangerous. Data harvesting. For your background check and direct deposit, they demand your social security number, driver's license, and bank account details. The FTC received over 1.1 million reports of identity theft in 2024 alone. With this info, they can open credit cards, file fake tax returns, and cause you financial chaos for years. The takedown. So, how do you stay safe? First, verify independently. If you see a job post, don't use their link. Go straight to the company's official website and check their careers page to see if the job is actually listed there. Second, watch the communication. Real companies rarely conduct interviews only over text-based apps. They'll use official company email and want to speak with you directly. Third, and this is the golden rule, never, ever pay to get a job. Real employers don't ask you to cover training, buy equipment from their vendors, or forward money. If anyone asks for money, it is a 100% guaranteed scam. Finally, guard your personal information like a hawk. Don't hand over your social security number or bank info until you have a verifiable offer and have spoken to a real person through verified channels. This is the level of deception we're all up against. And that was just the first scam. If you're finding this information valuable, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It tells the algorithm that this is an important conversation, and it will show this video to more people who really need to see it. It's a tiny click for you that makes a huge difference. This is the level of deception we're all up against, and that was just the first scam. If you're finding this information valuable, do me a quick favor and hit that like button. It's a tiny click for you that makes a huge difference. Scam 2. The pig butchering investment fraud. The setup. This next scam is responsible for the single largest category of online financial losses. Investment fraud pulled in a jaw-dropping $6.5 billion in the US in 2024 alone. It's a cruel, calculated mix of a romance scam and an investment scam. And it has a chilling name: pig butchering. The name comes from the practice of fattening up the pig before the slaughter. In this scam, you are the pig. This scam thrives on crypto hype and the universal desire to get rich quick. Scammers know countless people feel like they missed out on Bitcoin and are desperate to find the next big thing. The scam. It almost never starts with money. It begins with a seemingly innocent message, a wrong number text, a random friend request, a match on a dating app. The person on the other end is charming, witty, and incredibly patient. They spend weeks, sometimes months, building a real connection with you. They share details about their life, their family, their job, and then, very subtly, they start talking about their incredible success with a new cryptocurrency investment platform. They're not pushy. They just show you screenshots of their profits and talk about how this platform changed their life. Eventually, they'll casually suggest you try it out with just a small amount. They'll even walk you through buying crypto on a legitimate site and then transferring it to their special platform. This platform is a complete fraud, a sophisticated website or app that looks and feels totally real. So you invest a little, maybe $1,000. And just like they said, your balance starts to climb. They might even let you withdraw a couple $100s in profit to prove the system works. This is all part of fattening the pig. Once they have your complete trust, they convince you to go all in. But when you finally try to cash out, the platform freezes. Your new friend either vanishes or starts making excuses. Suddenly you need to pay a huge tax bill, an unlocking fee, or a special deposit. These are all lies to squeeze even more money out of you. The heartbreaking truth is, your money was gone the moment you transferred it to their fake platform. The numbers on the screen were just that, numbers on a screen, manipulated to keep the con alive. The takedown, recognizing a pig butchering scam, is all about spotting the psychological manipulation. First, be incredibly suspicious of any stranger who contacts you out of the blue and tries to build a deep emotional or romantic bond very quickly. Second, never ever take financial advice from someone you've only met online. Third, understand that promises of guaranteed, massive returns are always a lie. Real investing has risk. There's no magic shortcut to wealth. Finally, stick to well-known, regulated investment platforms and crypto exchanges. If someone is pressuring you to use a site you've never heard of, walk away. It's a scam. Scam 3, the e-commerce triangulation heist. The setup. This last scam is one of the most clever because it hides inside something millions of us do every day: online shopping. We all love a great deal, and with so many new online stores popping up, it's easy to get drawn in. But behind some of these harmless-looking storefronts is a complex fraud that turns innocent shoppers into unwilling accomplices. It's called triangulation fraud, and it goes way beyond just not receiving an item you paid for. You are the final piece of their criminal puzzle. The scam. It starts when you find a product online for a price that seems almost too good to be true. You place your order, put in your credit card info, and everything seems fine. A few days later, the package arrives at your door, but it's in a box from a major retailer like Amazon or Walmart. So where's the scam? You got what you wanted at a bargain price. Here's the dark reality. The scammer who runs the website you bought from never owned the product. When they got your order, they simply went to a legitimate retailer's website, bought the same item using a stolen credit card number, and had it shipped directly to you. This is triangulation fraud. There are 3 points in the triangle: the shopper, you, the scammer, and the person whose credit card was stolen. The scammer has used you to turn a stolen credit card into clean, untraceable cash. They get your money, the credit card theft victim gets a fraudulent charge, the retailer has to deal with a chargeback, and you, the shopper, are now linked to a fraudulent transaction. Your name and address are on the shipping label for a crime. This scam is incredibly hard to trace. From the retailer's perspective, it just looks like a normal purchase. And from your perspective, you got your item, so you have no reason to be suspicious. The takedown. Avoiding this scam takes a healthy dose of skepticism. First, if a deal looks too good to be true, it is. Scammers use unbelievably low prices as bait. Second, check out the website before you buy. Look for red flags, no real contact info, bad grammar, or a domain name that was just created last week. Third, always pay with a credit card, not a debit card. Credit cards offer far better fraud protection and give you the right to dispute the charge. Never, ever pay for things online with a bank transfer, crypto, or gift cards. Scammers love these because the money is virtually impossible to get back. Finally, if you buy from one site but the box arrives from a totally different store, you might have been part of this scheme. Report it to both the site you bought from and the retailer that shipped it. Conclusion: hyper-realistic job offers, pig butchering investment schemes, and triangulation e-commerce fraud. These three scams are the pillars of a criminal enterprise that is draining billions from hardworking people. They work because they are designed by masters of psychological manipulation who know exactly what we want and what we fear. They exploit your ambition with fake jobs, your hope with fake investments, and your trust with fake stores. The common thread is that they create a reality that seems just plausible enough to fall for until it's too late. The most powerful tool you have in this fight is skepticism. Always question, always verify, and never forget the oldest rule in the book. If it sounds too good to be true, it is. Staying safe out there is a constant battle. If you want more investigations like this to learn how to protect yourself and your family from digital predators, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And now I want to hear from you. Have you or someone you know ever run into a scam like one of these? Share your story in the comments below.